Hey, this is M from the 33 Secrets. I'm out in front of the Saddle Ranch in Hollywood right now doing some game. It's one of my favorite places in Hollywood to come do some game and actually go and get some food too, which I'm about to do tonight. And right now we're talking about the difference between Tinder versus real life pickup. Because lately Tinder has been exploding. A lot of guys are on Tinder nowadays. A lot of my students are asking me about Tinder. They're like, yeah man, you gotta get everyone on Tinder. Everybody's on Tinder. Tinder is really no different from any other online dating site, that's existed for probably since like the late 90s when the internet first came about. One of the first things that started to spring up were online dating sites. But the thing about online dating is you cannot, A, you cannot judge chemistry online, and B, these girls cannot see your character or your personality online, okay? You cannot vomit your personality onto her, which is something that is very critical in pickup to getting the girl attracted to you, okay? You have to be able to vomit your personality onto the girl and really have her see you for who you actually are. That authenticity and that genuineness about your personality it just can't come through online, okay? This is something that can only be demonstrated in person. And another thing too about Tinder and many of these online dating sites is the fact that you're competing. It's worse than a nightclub. You're competing with tens of thousands of horny guys that are also trying to get attention from these girls who are online. If you go on Tinder or any online dating site for that matter, Tinder, Bumble, Cupid, the odds are so far against you, it's insane. Even girls on the online dating sites who aren't even hot, they're like barely even cute, right? We're talking like 4s and 5s. They're getting hit up by guys who are 10s. I'm not even kidding. Nowhere in the world will that ever happen except online, okay? Nowhere in the world are you ever gonna face such ridiculous odds than you do online, on sites like Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, Match.com, you name it. Those are some really, really horrible odds, okay? And it just blows my mind how guys are so lazy to try to learn some game, try to learn some pickup, that they take their chances online on sites like Tinder and Bumble and OkCupid. They exhaust their time and energy on sites like that. Here goes Lambo, by the way. I don't know what that is. It's a McLaren, actually. They waste their precious time perfecting their profile online, picking the girls out that they want to send messages to. They waste so much time and energy and effort trying to get these girls to respond, and they're lucky if they get a girl who's even like a 5 or barely a 6 to respond to them, because I'm telling you, most hot girls, most genuine dime pieces, girls who are 9s and 10s, they are not going to be online. They're not going to be on Tinder. They're not going to be on Bumble. They're not going to go on those sites. Why? They don't need to, okay? They get approached enough in person. They're not going to go on those sites because they know they're just going to get harangued. They're going to get harangued with messages from dudes. The biggest thing that I don't like about online game are the odds. Nowhere in the world are you going to face odds like that, It's so insane. For a girl who's barely even cute, 4, 5, maybe a 6 if you're lucky, you're going to have to do a lot of work to get that girl out with you, especially these days. Online dating is not like it was, say, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you might be able to pull some cute girls off of the online dating sites. Okay, these days, everybody's on the online dating sites. It's very, very difficult. The game has changed, okay? At least the online game has changed. Pickup hasn't changed, okay? Because those same girls, those 4s and 5s that you're getting online, those are girls that you wouldn't even want to talk to in person. They're girls that you wouldn't even want to go on dates with, but here you are expending all your energy just trying to get this girl to respond to you, okay? It's very, very difficult to work game online. Personally for me, I don't do online game. I do all of my approaches in person, live, where the girl can see my personality and she can experience me live in person. A lot of these girls take very, very manipulative photos, let's put it that way. Okay, they take very manipulative photos. Very rarely do they ever actually look like their photos. A lot of these girls, especially the heavier ones, take that fat girl angle like this to make themselves appear thinner, or they only take the headshot, they like cut everything off and all you see are like their eyes. And there's so much manipulation these girls do to their profile photos. But you know what? In person, they can't do that to you. Okay, they can't. For me personally, I am a cold approach pickup artist. I teach cold approach pickup. That's what I do. Okay, I don't do online game. I don't waste my time there. I mean, understand there are things you could do with cold approach pickup for attracting the girl to you that you cannot transfer online. Personally for me, I'm not a fan of online game. I don't do it just because it's exhausting. There's a very, very low success rate and all the odds are completely stacked against you. I mean, there's a whole laundry list of reasons why I don't do online game and I prefer cold approach pickup.